Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, late to the gate and racing out of lane 8. Your men, Dex, Boota and Isid.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Bikes in the van, phone in hand, BMX track in the foreign land. Dex missed his flight, it's late. I don't know why we're late to the gate. And bikes, we ride all night. Euro trips and rider hype. From nationals to car park chats, we chase that dream in new era caps. Sugar daddies in the VIP. BMX moms still faster than me. Dex and Boona, it's a two. Talking trash, we ride it true. Baggy jeans and studded belts. The body is chaos, nothing else. Clips or flats, deadlifts or squats. Still arguing like it means a lot. Crank it up to 99. UK tracks with Euro lines. We're all slow, we talk a lot, but for real, this is all we've got. Late to the day, y'all.
Late to the gate. Happy New March. Happy New Year, March.
Season 2, people.
We came back. We did some more. It took a while. It's been a long time.
It's been like 3 months, isn't it? And
Easy.
And it's not because we've not wanted to be here, because we have. It's just we haven't been able to organise it.
No.
Yeah, it's been a bit tricky to organise. Once we got the other side of Christmas, and then we're just trying to get back into the year, but we managed it.
And Booters at my house. This is not going to be a normal fixture.
I'm in the studio. Yeah, we're trying to one set of AirPods, one mic. We're trying to see how this one works, so we'll figure it out.
Naz said he only needed one mic, so here we are.
Technically, I think we're holding it together.
Yeah, you've got some new glasses, Dex.
Yeah.
What are these blue light reducing?
Well,
is it medical?
I think
dyslexia.
Yeah, it's none of it's none of those things. It might be blue light because I got some ones for the house. You know, as it gets late at night, you put the red ones on. I don't know if you've ever worn them. It's pretty hard to watch TV in the red ones. Everything looks a weird colour. So there's me trying to catch up in Peaky Blinders and everything's kind of red as I'm watching it. So I got them and then I thought, maybe I should get some for during the day. So I bought these and I started wearing them at work. I think they are blue light reducing, but I also think they're a bit of a thing. Without
you're pulling them off, to be fair.
Yeah, without going into showing you how the sausage is made, I think they're a bit of a thing, so I quite like them.
Dex, you are usually the one who gets the new things, the fads, and somehow you pull it off. If I wore them, I'd look a bell end.
I don't know. I think you get away with them.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Wicked.
So
we're back.
We're back. The season started again when it was Verona. Was it last week, Verona? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks ago. So the minute that Ross had that screamer at Verona, the socials on the Instagram just lit up. When are you recording? When are you recorded? How have you missed this? Why are you so lazy? Nobody said that, but they were probably thinking it.
It was what we wanted. It's what we knew we could do. The RC22 Appreciation Club is now in full effect. We knew it was happening. It was a weird one, wasn't it? Like, we seen him in practice, and it's like, this is happening. There's no way this guy cannot win this race.
Yeah. I think with Ross I didn't realise. Well, I needed to be reminded that it had been since Latvia that he'd raced.
Yeah.
So I just felt like he was hungry. He's obviously had a decent winter under him. His social game is spot on, so you saw that he was in decent shape and that the ridiculous weights were moving very quickly in the gym. So I think, he just needed this as a confidence booster to get out of the way. And then first videos that you saw from the event, I thought, nobody's touched him. And I don't think anyone did. I don't think he lost a lap.
No, I mean, the jet off was sick.
I mean, we go down, Verona's, it's got to be the most technical track out there.
Yeah.
And for him to catch downsides at the speed that he does and just the torque that he can generate after that first jump, I was like, we were hyped, weren't we? We were like, this is BMX.
Yeah, he was on it. Do you know what? It's a statement to put out at the start of the year as well, isn't it? Like, surely going into the first World Cup, people are going to be like... Because there were some big names missing, and I'm not taking anything away from him there, but they're going to be panicking. They are going to
I would think so, for definite.
You say big names missing, but I think we're in a bit of a transition.
Well, I agree with that, because everyone's got old, didn't they?
We've been talking about this for a little while, maybe a year, 18 months, where your bigger names have sort of been maybe coming to the end of their game, and there's been a bit of a void, and someone can take it on. And obviously, we've been backing our boy for a while now.
And we have. Well, straight away, I texted him straight away. I was like, here we go. Yeah. Hold tight.
Yeah, so confidence for Ross, which is really great to see.
That's what you get with the winter
though,
on the...
the lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen more podiums from a Euro round.
From the championship group, yeah.
Yeah, so talk about that. Who else was looking really good?
So day one, Emily got third. Same again from last year. And I commented on her Insta post about the turns and how she, last year, humiliated other riders, just passing them in the turns. And
but that was under
again,
23s. Yeah, she stepped up to elite.
So that's actually, that's a good point you're mentioning. Yeah, now it's elite. First day on a podium, which was amazing. Same class Beth won day two.
On that, I wonder how Beth felt after day one. Because it was like Beth to go in there and go and win that. And then Beth obviously got shut down by Classens straight away, which we know Classens has got a gate and she's fast. She's under Liam. And we've spoke to Liam a few times. He's staying for another year and helping her out. But then I was going to say shown up, but it's not shown up, is it? That's the wrong word. But Beth gets beat by her, and then she must have been like, oh shit, okay, maybe I need to step up. Day two, Beth comes out and smashes it, didn't she? She went back to her outside gate. That was the key thing for Beth.
Good point.
Yeah,
she's usually in six, isn't she?
Yeah, and she went day one and got shut down, but then she went back to her trusty outside because I don't know if it's a mindset thing. I don't know if it's something that she needs to develop, but she seems to prefer the outside gate to get the leg spinning to then pull away. Because once she's spinning, no one's catching Beth. Pedal 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's where you've got a chance to beat Beth. It seems, and she might tell me off and say different.
No, it's fair.
So
but they were both flying. They were both flying.
It's sick to watch.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Emily do that transition.
And Gilly as well, Matty Gilston.
Yeah,
stepping up to elite men and getting in the main.
Yeah, to be fair, I think shout out to Gilston for making the main. I think it was 6th, day 2.
Yeah.
Where else will we go? We'll go U23.
Well, no, hang on, we've got to talk about Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Because Kai's back.
Kai's returned. Yeah.
Kai's back. It was all good. He makes the main.
Yeah.
But he hurts his back. He's got a bad back. And then the next day he's posting that he's going in for... Well, I asked him. Don't know if I can say it. I won't say it.
On Instagram, you saw that he was in a hospital gown.
Yeah. And it's just an ongoing issue, basically. And they still don't really know what they can do to sort it out, it seems. But that's probably where we'll leave that one.
Well, hopefully that gets fixed up sooner or later.
It's one of them that's just, it's gone on too long. It needs to be sorted because, let's be honest, he is a talent. So the quicker it's sorted, the better.
Yeah. And it obviously was passed to be on the plane, to be on the gate. So hopefully it's a short-term thing. And he can get fixed up and get back out.
Al Russell looked all right as well in the elites, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah.
That was his first year elite.
First year in, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, U23 was a decent showing, wasn't it? I'm trying to think of the results now, not having them in front of me. Well, but I always love to shout out Ben Cornish.
I love him.
Because I think Ben really rides with his heart on his sleeve.
Always arse on the floor.
Especially U23, heart on his sleeve.
Heart on his sleeve, arse on the floor.
But the thing with Ben is that he's often on that ragged edge, and he got caught out. Unfortunately, another rider came underneath him.
It wasn't actually his fault for once there.
No.
Do you know what I like about Ben, though? I think he's up there. Like, Ross is my guy at the minute, but like, I think Ben's a close second just because I like his personality, because he's nuts. Let's put it out that way. We'll leave it there. But he'll pick a gap that's not there, and he'll elbow someone through, and you just think, oh my god, that was not even on. And I mean, he even crashed at the regional. Did you see that?
I have seen him recently with more blasters on.
Yeah. I messaged him about that, and he was just like, it's just. I love the taste of tarmac kind of thing.
I might start calling him Skin Graft. But yeah, shout out to Ben. Who else did we have going there?
The girls did well, didn't they? Obviously, Freya 2 for 2. She went back to back.
Yeah.
Do you know what? At what point can you just go up to elite?
It'd be interesting, that one, wouldn't it? If they unlocked it like a UK national, that you could just trade yourself up. But yeah, Freya was great. Great shout out to Elsa. Randall Tardy followed her around for seconds. And I think on day 2, she kind of pushed her. She was close.
Yeah.
So I was...
well, she can send things, can't she?
Yeah, and that triple into the first turn's got her name all over it. So them two are really exciting to watch, which is wicked.
This, I'm telling you now, 2026 is going to be a good season for GB.
Yeah.
And hopefully I've not just jinxed that. But when you're watching at the Worlds, Dex, because we're not going, you're going.
Yeah, we can talk about that as well. I had hoped you would have come.
There's gonna be a few GBs in and around for the medals.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. So, like any good sports journalist, I got on this about 5 minutes ago, and I know what the allocations are in terms of who's taking who or how many they can take, not who. Who's the speculation? So GB, from an elite perspective, can take 3 elite males and 4 elite females. And then we can get onto under 23s and juniors as well.
4
so
elite
3
females. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, which I think reflects the depth there. And I'm assuming, and again, we should really know this, but don't.
How have we qualified? I suppose you don't know the answer to this. So we've qualified 4 elite females.
Yeah, but what remains to be seen whether we will fill that quota.
I don't think we will.
No, but whether they will actually allocate the resource to it.
Yeah.
Well, they've done that before.
Because you saw that before. Yeah, we've seen that with many nations in the past. US not filling it out last year going to the Worlds.
Yeah.
So we may have the slots, but we haven't got 4 elite funded.
No, I mean, there's only 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they can take 5 under 23 as well, right? So now you're at 10, and they can take 5 junior as well. So now you're at 15.
But we haven't got that many.
No, I know.
But this is where I'd love for someone to put it together as a self-funder.
Yeah, but do BC let them?
We talked about this, didn't we? Did we say about, okay, you'll have to be in the pit, and then do you want to be sharing your pit with a non-funded, non-program rider?
Yeah.
So it's like for that rider that's like, let's say it's on the cusp, like in an elite rider that's at a UK level, they're not under any kind of program.
Yeah. George Hunt bouncing around the elite 10 there.
No, that's George Hunt's a great example. George Hunt pays BC $2,000.
Yeah.
So they take him on the plane, they put him up,
Yeah.
they give him a pit, they give him a mechanic.
I'd love to see that.
But would they want to do that because they want to protect their riders that are on?
Because they need to be the zone
program, on the academy program. It's a funny concept that I don't know the answer to.
So elite-wise, females, they're taking Beth and Emily, and I think that's all they'll take. The men then, so you're saying they've qualified 3, you'd think a fit Kai would go with Ross, and then it'd be battling out between Gilly and Cal by the looks of things. I mean, Yoss, is he elite men now? Or is he under 20? He's U23 still?
Yeah.
So you'd be battling out with them two, wouldn't you?
It'd be about how fast Russell and Gilston could be in these next couple of rounds.
Or if Kai's still injured, would you take both of them? Because would they go, oh, well, let's see how far they're going to get?
I'd hope Kai's not injured. I want to see Kai in the lane now. I want to see him
of course would.
On the box. Because that track, obviously, he's won there.
Yeah.
So That for me is like, that's the aim. And I think he deserves that considering how checkered his past 2 years have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, your form man, the 22, I think he's the first name on the plane.
Mate, GB, and could have a possibility of winning 3 championship golds there with Freya, Beth, and RC22.
I think they've got the 3 favourites. Whether it works out that way is another one. But that is a strong field, and I think there is there's a void. I think in terms of the American talent, maybe the French, maybe the Dutch that are going through.
It's all transitions, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think
it's our time, guys. Not to put pressure on you.
Well, I'm gonna put my name down for 2 ice cream sales right now in both classes. 4 tickets. Probably regret that when I have to pay.
Yeah, we'll have a big ice cream sale.
Oh, well, and we will.
Yeah.
And so, given the talent, given the depth of the UK, I think we should probably go several classes.
We'll
sell that. 23.
We'll sell that out. Don't you worry, people.
We should do a special bonus 50+ cruiser ticket.
Are you going in?
No, geez, I'm not. It would have been good, wouldn't it? So I was hoping you might have come over, but it's expensive, isn't it? And then what's the feeling in the UK about the flight situation? Like, are people saying I'm not going? I am going. I don't quite know how I'm getting there yet. I'm going to have to reroute my flights through Asia.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't. I'm one of them people that will just see how it goes. I don't plan things, you know me. But I was going, then weren't going. Then we've thought about it, and then prices have rocketed. I I don't know. I guess the war will still be going on by then, I'd imagine as well. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna affect people and whether they choose not to go because of it. BMXers love it; they'll be there, won't they?
Yeah, they might do some cheap flights. Maybe like if you want to come this route, you can go really cheap.
Go via Iran, that'd be well cheap, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be coming back at Christmas. I'm supposed to be coming back via Dubai at Christmas, which might be a reroute, or it might be fixed by then. Who knows?
Hopefully it's fixed though.
We'll see.
Yeah. You'd also. What's petrol prices like over there? This is boring chat.
Don't get me started on this.
Yeah, ours have gone mad.
So obviously I've just come over to Leicester, so it's like 100-mile trip, and in a week it's shot up by 50p here, so by a third. So,
I'm going to start a petition. If we could push the Glasgow National towards the end of the season, hopefully the prices have come down a bit, because that Glasgow National is going to cost me a bomb.
Yeah, especially towing a caravan.
Oh, I'm not towing a caravan. The kids are not coming. It's just
how
me.
much is it a litre?
Well, not fly, but
180 for diesel, about 160 for petrol.
My usual price got me 3/4 of the tank, my usual full tank. So yeah,
bad times.
To which Kaylee said, "Oh, it's about the same price as what it usually is," because I've not filled it out.
Well, I'm hoping to see lots of Brits here.
Because I've seen Australians, they panic buying.
Yeah, there is a bit of that. Like if you look on the socials, a few people have panic bought because they say we'll run out in a couple of weeks. We'll run out of fuel, which may or may not be true. Who knows? I don't know. But it's gone. It's expensive, but less expensive. But proportionally, it's gone from say $2 a litre of diesel to $3, which is still only $3, like £1.50, but it's a lot.
In percentage-wise, you've probably seen a decent, like the same kind of uplift as us then, really.
Yeah. Get your road bike out then. How long does it take to ride to work from you?
It's only 72 kilometres. Hopefully we can go into the office less as a consequence of it. All right,
politics, come on.
I tell you who's taken loads. France has got 5 allocation. USA's got 5 allocation. This is elite men. Holland's got 5 allocation.
I don't think they've got that many riders.
Yeah.
No, they won't be.
Obviously, France.
They'll have the berth for it, but they won't be taking it.
Yeah.
New Zealand's got 3. Germany's got 3. Belgium's got 3. And then you start to get down to Italy, Japan, Venezuela, Canada. They got 2 when you get down to sort of those. But yeah, like you say, there'll probably be less. Because if you look at full allocations, you've got 72 elite men, 72 elite female, 72 72s. There won't be 72s probably.
No.
It'd be a small ice cream sale, to be fair. That's probably why we can get a few in.
Well, yeah, that's a good shout. But the track's looking good. So again,
is that where the Oceania was at?
Well, finger on the pulse. I found out 7 hours before that the Oceania champs were on.
You drove down. You went and watched it. Oh, you didn't watch it all though, did you?
Yeah. So I drove up. So Michael Bias pinged me the night before, and he'd come all the way back from France, and he says, "Are you going?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Didn't even know it was on.
Peer pressure.
but I did go. It was good. So me and the little one went up. It was baking hot. Not as humid as when the Supercross was here, but it was plus 30. So super hot, super sunny around the track. I think they've added a bit more in terms of elevated spectator area. Yeah. It looked like they put some big rocks in. Track was looking really good. The whole area was looking really good. It was so busy because I went to watch the Supercross there, and obviously with that event just being elite focused, there was quite a lot of room to move about in the pits. I've not been to a big Aussie race like that. And the amount of people there was massive. And the way it was all kind of pitted out is they've just got little bits of trees and forest around the track, and everyone's just camped out in there with their tents, trying to get some shade. People everywhere. But it was really good. I could only stay for half of that first day because I'd already bought tickets to the bull riding and motocross and freestyle motocross, which me and the little one had to go.
What a day that is, by the way.
Yeah.
This kid.
Yeah, she had a good day, but she really enjoyed the BMX. We just sat like a nice family said, "Here, squeeze under this umbrella," and we just sat there and we watched it, and it was good. It was good racing.
Good. Got pulled in though, didn't he?
Yeah. So Isaac was leading that one, and oh my god, I'm going to even forget who was.
That's why I said he pulled him in. I can't remember his name.
Isaac sort of ran out of gas.
He did though. He stopped.
Yeah. He
reeled him in.
Yeah. But, in terms, that event, that Worlds event, if we go back to what it's been set out to become, I think that is, that's a proper Worlds. Proper Worlds. I think that'll be a really good event. Because as obviously we attended Copenhagen last year, I think that was let down by the. I don't think the arena felt like it was busy or had like a real atmosphere. I'm hoping that Brisbane will bring that. And with you saying they're adding seating, and the Australian Worlds in the past always seem to be like
ticket prices, though.
Yeah, there's a point.
Well, they could be expensive, but I'm trying to kind of work it out and go, are they? BMX is always interesting. If you've done a load of Worlds and you've seen them at open plan areas and you've seen them at tight areas like, say, New Zealand, where Indoor Stadium, or Birmingham 2012, you've probably paid all spectrums and you go, like, swings and roundabouts. But if you're new to the sport, you probably look at these prices and go, that's expensive. Because if you're doing the challenge and you don't want a grandstand, but you do want trackside access, I think a family ticket might have been in the region of, I'll try and fire it up while we're talking, either $400 or $600, one or the other, because there was you can buy your family pass or individual passes for championship, you can buy it for challenge, or you can buy it for the whole lot. But you could be getting close to $1,000, £500 for a family if you wanted to watch all the challenge and all the championship as well.
What's that in English then?
English is about half of that. So if it's $1,000, it's £500, give or take.
Because I saw Caelan Young weren't happy with it.
Yeah, I didn't sort of qualify what he put, but I'm sure he put like $2,500.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many people that was, or what you're looking for. Is it VIP? I mean, I'm guessing there's always a trade up, isn't there? The basic is like just get you in the gate, and then they're selling like a grandstand. I think you were saying that.
Do you know what? BMX racing pricing for tickets, I don't really know what's expensive and what's not, because whenever I pay for BMX, I feel ripped off anyway, because you can go and watch Nationals for free. You could go and then as soon as I get charged, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? But like, you should get charged, because at the end of the day, it's the pinnacle of the sport at the World Champs. But I wouldn't know what the right price is.
I think Dex is right though. Is that if you are, it sort of depends what your background is and what you're used to.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine that if you went and saw, I don't know, let's say we're going to go see, you're going to take the kids and go see a big music act, you would probably think, oh, it's £30, but it's not anymore.
Saying that, yeah.
2026 now,
yeah.
If you go and see a big artist at an arena, an adult ticket's £200.
Well, yeah, I paid £80 for me and the two boys to go watch a Leicester Tigers match, and that was, 80 minutes?
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I mean,
this is a whole 2 days at BMX.
Yeah,
well,
the World Champs.
So you could argue that it's decent value.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 days. If you get the championship pass, you watch practice on the Friday, you watch the Saturday, you watch the Sunday. So
get a bit of prep.
If you wanted to watch everything, all the championship, all the challenge, full event in the grandstand for a family, 2 adults, 2 kids, and $115. So, and that's everything.
$450 then. So,
and if you just wanted to be,
after you paid $10,000 together,
yeah. And then if you want to be in the ground,
can you camp?
There'll be no camping. I mean, and that'll be interesting because accommodation won't be cheap. But if you want to be in the grounds but not in a grandstand, it's $630 for a family pass. Which is,
we'll get a rider band.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll come in as
we'll get a rider band.
Yeah.
So your opinion on Brisbane accommodation price? Expensive, yeah.
There won't be. Something's happened at your end with the microphone or something. It's not a problem.
It's gone off.
I think that microphone.
We'll fix it.
That mic.
Yeah, it has. It's come to my AirPods.
Yeah. One moment, caller. Yeah, I mean, accommodations, it'll be high quality in Brisbane, but I don't think it's going to be cheap. And you can get campsites in Australia. Aussies love a camping trip, but they're not as cheap as you'd think because they're such good campsites. And they'll be on the outskirts of Brisbane, so you'll be looking at a travel in because nobody wants to camp in the city centre.
I think I might have to just quickly leave and come back.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm
going to go and
just keep everything going. See if the AI can remove all the awkward pauses. Yeah, we'll see when they come back.
There we go. We're back in.
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds like the proper.
I think I kicked it because obviously I'm holding it for both of us now.
Do you need to do a stint?
No, it's fine. Love me, I'm going dead.
Yeah.
So it's expensive, but it's not horrific if you think about it and you break it down and you go, all right, well, that's a family of 4, so what's that one person? And it's for a whole event. But, I can understand why people go, oh, yeah, that nips a little bit. But I do think it'll be good. I think the facilities will be good. It's right next door to the velodrome. I imagine it's going to spill out into there. There's probably going to be a bit of an expo somewhere. The outdoor area is decent sized for the things you expect.
I'm jealous that I'm missing it. And don't get me wrong, it'll be sick. Like it doesn't matter where it is for me. Any worlds I get excited about. Like even though we've moaned about Copenhagen, I had a great time.
Oh, Copenhagen was insane. I just think there's a chance for Brisbane to be better in some of the areas where Copenhagen
For sure
didn't really deliver too much. I think the venue was a bit.
It would do well to beat
lackluster.
females, though, wouldn't it? Architecture,
Danish, the Danish architecture can't be beaten. But I think,
I
think
you've not been to Australia.
it's true.
this is true. We're looking for a funded trip for anyone that can help us get out there.
Any big sponsors that are willing to part cash
I'll brush some tyres down.
without fake promises?
I'll clean
I'm there.
bikes. Anyone wants a transponder putting on, I'll be there. But yeah, the year after is the France Super Worlds.
Yeah.
So
Bracing
I think
Cruiser for that one.
that one's. I think that one's your last year in 30s. You've got to go for a big one there, and then we'll all get out to that.
Yeah, you'll be at that one. I might not make that one. I'm hoping a few Brits come out. I don't know who's coming out. I don't know how many.
I think there's a few that are keen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of rich
might do
people in BMX.
There is.
UK
There definitely
BMX,
is, yeah. I might do a late to the gate barbecue for all the Brits.
Oh yeah,
Do a sausage sizzle for them. That'd be quite good.
Sausage sizzle.
So it was really nice to see Michael Bias. So he'd let me know that the Oceania champs were there. I went to see him. He was sat nice and quiet in his tent. I went over with the little one. She fell over. She cried. We had a bit of a chat. But we talked about the French Cups and we talked about your desire to get there. He said, yeah, tell me when you want to come. I'll help you out. I'll help you work out where to stay, give you a full tour around the French Cups. So if you've got time this summer, you should take him up on that one.
Oh, man. The guy's a legend, isn't he? I mean, he approached us in Copenhagen, and I've got a lot of time for people like that who are willing to get anyone involved. Some people see us as media. We don't really see ourselves as media yet, but apparently the fans are liking it, and we're all for making BMX bigger. So if our little pod does a little bit for people, then I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm mad keen to get over to France.
You should.
For a bit.
You should.
So
Yeah,
we'll
talking
be
to the
shouting
fans
Michael.
and the pleasure that it brings. When you stuck it on the Insta that we're recording today, quite a big response, even from Reedy, who I think's in Egypt, but he took time out of his day to fire some flames back through the DMs. So a few people are pleased.
Shout out to Reedy.
He's a good boy. He's a good old lad. There's a few that wanted to hear about. Obviously, everyone wanted to hear about one thing in particular, but I guess we'll come to that when
we will. We'll talk about everything. And I kind of spent a bit of time scratching my head, thinking about some of the controversial things that have happened recently. But we got to talk about them. And I thought, well, I'm just going to keep it fact based because I don't know what's going on inside, but I do know what's happening outside because that's what everyone sees on the socials. So let's talk about that in a bit when we talk about transfer windows. What else have we missed around? So yeah, Australia's going to be great.
Yeah, I think that's GB are going to do a bit. It's going to be a sick event. It's annoyingly, I don't know if everyone knows this, but me being a football fan as well, it's on the same day as the World Cup final.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a stinker.
Yeah, and also the same day as Birmingham Regional. So it's like go Birmingham Regional, try and watch the World Cup final that England are obviously going to be in and win it, and then try and watch the World's.
So
BMX
where's the
as well.
World Cup getting played? I should know this, but I don't. Where's the World
It's in America, isn't it?
It's in America, yeah, so
Trump's running it,
right.
isn't he?
So you
So-
guys thinking about this logically.
We're in the future. We're a whole day ahead of America.
You're a whole day ahead.
Ah,
So you're how many hours are you ahead, Brisbane?
We're a good 12 or so ahead of the UK, but depending where in America it is, we could be almost 24 hours ahead.
I think it'd be like an 8 p.m. kickoff. It'd be like now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, 8 p.m. for where's it being played? Where's the final being played?
Talk amongst yourself.
Is it on LA time? Is it New York?
No, because I'm
I
sure
don't
the
think it'll
times
be
are all
close.
like that.
Oh, are they
They've kind of
Europe-based
made it
because of-
Europe based, yeah.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry.
So it's like a 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Birmingham's
over there.
getting ditched for me on that day.
Yeah, well, I agree. Yeah.
You're not travelling, are you? You're sitting in front of the TV.
No.
But and
I
also
don't think-
as
I
well,
don't think
interestingly,
it'll
the Brisbane schedule is elites first.
It is on the
Yeah.
weekend.
It's
Sunday,
opposite where-
19th of July, 8 p.m. World Cup
UK time.
UK time.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be back from the Birmingham Regional. It depends on what time it is from you guys over there.
Well,
I guess it'd be early in the morning then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's fine.
So yeah, Birmingham Regional has to be ditched.
Yeah.
So Sunday, 9th July at 8 p.m. Where in LA?
So I've got to watch Ross win.
Or was it 8 p.m. in the
Ross
UK?
wins, and then England win the World Cup. Like that's a perfect Sunday.
Day, will it?
That'll be a hell of a day.
Sick note on Monday for that.
Well, I'll be in summer holidays anyway. I'll be off on it for the week.
I will celebrate Ross winning bigger than England World Cup.
I think I don't know. As much as I love you, Ross, this is once in a lifetime.
Yeah, but what if Ross, Bear, Freya?
Oh, if all three of them and England win the World Cup, you ain't seeing me for a month. Yeah.
I'm trying to do a time conversion, but it's taking me forever.
Don't worry, someone else.
Yeah. So
leave that to BMX at the Berm.
We'll be next morning. We'll be next morning. We'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
Yeah, I think you'll be like our Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So you can watch them both. No problems at all.
Wicked.
What a day.
So yeah, that's going to be a great one. The US season started.
Kimmon's
let's
back.
talk
Nick
about
Kimmon
that.
won Houston. Yeah, great show that is.
Everybody loved that, didn't they?
I don't know. So I don't know anyone that doesn't like Nick.
Yeah.
If anyone was disappointed that he won that, you're going to hell.
Yeah. Good guy. Presents himself really well. Had a horrible injury that was a bit of a scary one. And he's back. And then there's Rock Hill this weekend.
Yeah.
So they're all in Rock Hill again. Dorday's back. Mayhew's back.
Can we talk about today's kit? Because initially we hated the Kenny kit. And I'll put it out there.
Hate strong.
Oh, I didn't. I highly disliked it.
I doubted that it went.
It looked horrendous. It was baggy. It was vile.
Yeah.
The first set that and it was like, right, he's just been Audi and got something off the middle aisle. And then he's just dropped his new kit. Now that I'm a fan of.
Yeah. Big fan of doing wild colours.
Yeah.
Or changing it up for like a couple of races around. So like in motocross, they change their kit loads. It'll stay the same design, but their design will change from round to round. Big fan of that. Teal number that he's rocked up with this weekend.
Hype's in teal. Everyone's in teal this year.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Teal
the
was
one
the
you
colour.
didn't like was the gold and black one. That was one you didn't like.
Is that the baggy, the initial one that you put on?
Yeah, he's got
with
like a signature series, but in black and gold and white.
Yeah, that was vile. It just didn't look right. It just
Vile seems a bit strong.
It was vile. I'm going to put it there. It's just, I think it's because I don't like change, and I was so used to seeing him in chase colours.
Yeah,
and it was fitted, and it just looked the dogs. And then he went to the dogs and put that on, didn't he?
Yeah, but like I said, there's this new setup that he's got going. It looks pretty decent. I've noticed that Kenny are doing like pants for other teams as well. So I'm not sure the story behind them, but they seem to be growing in that area.
Look, we all make mistakes, and he's rectified it, and he's sorted it out, and he's got a nice kit now. So the GOAT is dressed properly, and that's all that matters.
So who are his sponsors now? Is he a kind of an amalgamation of smaller supporters? I know he's.
Well,
like,
the new kit has got loads of little
Shimano.
tiny logos on, hasn't
Yeah.
it? It's got like Shimano and things like that on there as well. But
I think this tends to be quite a modern thing, though. Is that you'd ride for a factory team.
Somebody's pulled that
And-
microphone out again, but I think it's all right. Keep going.
Didn't move it.
We're back.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did just see something flick up on the screen.
it still sounds all right.
AirPods again. Does it sound all right? Yeah.
Well, we can live with it. It's not as
Come on,
good.
we'll keep going.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking
Yeah.
while Sean's playing around with the mic. I think that back in the day, you'd be on a factory team and you would ride those factory team sponsors. And I think now there's a bit more of a riders taking hold of their own brand direction. And it feels like maybe Dorday's got his supporters, and then you sort of Ross's, they're on the Maybo team, but then he's got his own personal sponsors. And I think that tends to be the norm quite a bit now. So Dorday's not riding for a bike sponsor at the moment. I think he's still on a prophecy, but I think that seems to be quite enough. So it's like, like Saya Sakakibara, she's not, she wasn't riding she's now on Maybo, but she rode just like her own sponsors and her own supporters for a little while. So I think you can do that given the fact that you can control your sort of brand worth a lot easier now with social media. So you can just sort of go to who you want to support and build your team around you. Errol Smulders is a good example. She runs a sort of Oakley kit with her few sponsors on it. So yeah,
That's probably where you can make your money. Do they want cash or Ross on BMW who's getting like cars, and you've got Beth on Jeep who's getting again like people. Do they want freebies now? I don't know.
I mean, everyone's got a mortgage, haven't they? You know,
Isn't it?
well, some of them have, but yeah, I think the ones who play the game commercially well, I would imagine it's better to diversify sorts of your sponsors and get just a small amount of, not a small amount, but maybe a multiple media opportunities. Do you see what I mean? You can sign up to.
I think it's probably that there's a little bit more. They're a bit more lax in terms of you don't have to stick. Like if you get sponsored by Mabo, you don't have to stick by Mabo. You can put other designs, other logos on tops now as well. It doesn't have to be that. And I mean, part of me thinks like the bike companies see a return if they keep giving these bikes away. I mean, how many people who pays for a full bike at full price these days? It just seems everyone can get like 10% off, 20% off all the time in BMX because everyone knows everyone. It's still a small industry, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong now.
Well, no, I think it's right. I mean, we've talked about how to make money in BMX for a while, and how difficult it is. Maybe, yeah, it's. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know. Actually, we should get an industry guy on at some point and talk about where the money is, whether it's in parts, bikes, completes, because at this level of racing, it's probably propping up the wider brand. You know, you're not making your big money.
No,
Mabo have stepped up. I've noticed they've obviously got this Mabo World team. The production that they're putting out seems a lot more professional. Seeing some nice little adverts, nice little like kind of chats with the elites. Like when I look at a Mabo, like you think, yeah, that's a good bike. That.
I think it's taken Mabo a long time to get there, though. Yeah. When you think about their history in terms of they've supported national teams in the past, I'm not sure what that deal is. Maybe it's just a trade price, but this seems to be like a new push in a bigger direction than they've ever gone before. Doing multiple teams, or world team. Is there a continental team, and then there's a sort of development team on top? I don't think there's many brands that can support that kind of huge factory presence, as we've seen. Really, I mean, who's got a good deal out there? I don't think anyone's making millions. Let's face it.
And maybe that's why these little COE deals are good. You know, so I'm looking at Joris's Instagram now, and yeah, he was reeling off in his latest story. You know, like the Izuma chain and Shimano and other sponsors. And then I remembered that he got something with Fist gloves, and I know Fist do signature gloves as well. So, you know, if not already, I'd expect that he'll have a signature glove at some point this year, and then he'll get a commission on those gloves that are sold, because I think Caroline Buchanan's had that in the past with signature gloves. So he'll get that. It all adds up.
It does. I mean, it makes you think though. You know, Caroline's a big name, was a big name, still is a big name. But how many of her signature gloves might get sold? I don't know. Is that a couple of hundred?
I reckon more because Fist, I don't know how big Fist is over there, but in Australia it's pretty big. So if I rocked up in a mountain biking shop and didn't know one BMXer from one end to the other, and I wanted a pair of gloves, highly likely I'm going to be presented with a Fist stand. And I'm probably going to find a set, you know, and go. And I think Caroline's might be the donuts one for the sake of argument, right? So I'm going to see the donuts one and go, they're pretty cool, you know. And if I'm Oggy, I'm going to buy 6 pairs of them. And then all of a sudden, so the numbers
Shout out to Oggy and his donuts.
Shout out to Oggy and his donuts.
Yeah,
he's had some good trips.
I get
lately.
it. Yeah, if you got the exposure, I suppose, into independent bike shops and that, I suppose. But Fists seem to be getting bigger and bigger.
They do. All right.
It's because of the designs. The kids are all laughing it up.
Brilliant. Well, before we get into the next bit, so Booter's audio's pretty good. So maybe the microphone on his AirPod is better than Sean's AirPod. Sean's audio's not the best. But
shall I talking to his ear? Yeah, how's that?
That works pretty good. Well, it will, and it won't. And the reason I'm labouring it a little bit.
Season 2's gone so good. Just like season 1.
So the AI,
dodgy internet.
The AI will enhance the track, but you're sharing the track. So it's gonna have an interesting job, because 1 minute the track's going to be up and 1 minute the track's going to be down.
You were sitting on cushions.
Yeah, you're taller than
you had a booster cushion.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It is a little bit better.
Okay, we'll
go with that. Then.
So Joris got dropped at Christmas by Chase. The Christmas Grinch took his earnings away, and then on a white horse in swooped Be Strong and said, "We got you, big team. you're there, and we got the kit picture and everything on Instagram. What's happened? What's happened now?
The shit's hit the fan, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's jumped.
Is Bierman gone?
No, I think I don't.
But then he apologised to him.
Yeah, so it's really difficult because there's a lot on socials, and it's been peppered around that. I think Be Strong, and I think nobody's really doubting that it seems to be a consistent story. That there was a vision, that there was investors, there's sort of like a program of work, and some of that program of work has obviously been pulled for financial investment reasons. There still seems to be certain parts of the team still running, like the coaching seems to be going ahead. I think there's still an amateur team that he wants to focus on. But the elites have sort of slowly distanced themselves away. I think that's fair to say.
I think it seems like he's bit off more than he can chew. First of all, he's promised the world but couldn't deliver because there's a lot of apologies going around, and it seems like it's the same apology, like sorry I fucked up, it's my fault, all this kind of stuff, which I respect in a way, like owning up, that's fine, but it seems like it's just now a copy and paste job that all the apologies are the same. Obviously, I don't know this guy, and I need to talk to the guy because it seems like there's a lot of. I mean, is it David or something?
Yeah.
So it seems like he's come out and been quite open about his personal life, which seems very traumatic. But then obviously there's going to be doubters out there because everything that he said so far, he hasn't really kind of delivered with the elites. So then do people go, oh, is that just a bit of a sub story? It might well be true. We don't know this, but it sounds rough that he's had a bit of a rough life. But I guess we've seen it before. We've been promised the world and it's not been delivered. We've talked about sugar daddies previously, and he was almost this new modern sugar daddy of BMX. Obviously there was a be wrong new Instagram. He's not happy about that. It put out a lot of information. I'm using information, and we don't know if it's facts or not. But yeah, it's just. I was saying to you earlier, this is what I love. I hate about BMX. That I love BMX to bits, but I hate BMX in the terms that I said, like your Maris Strongbergs and your Joris today are your Messi and your Ronaldos of football. Let's say you can't walk up to them two and say, I'm gonna give you this, and then all of a sudden they go to social media and start posting about it without something being delivered before. So it's almost like there's too much trust in BMX, and we saw it with Chase and Joris because everything that they did was done verbally. I mean, there was no.
I can't believe they did it for so long, but yeah, apparently that was the case. These extensions were verbal.
These kind of things, like your Be Strong promises that signing all these big teams like Mayu, all these big riders. Surely there has to be something in writing, and this is probably a massive learning curve for the BMX world. Everything needs to be put in writing. It needs to be signed. People need to be held accountable because it's just sent shockwaves through BMX, all in the negative way. Like Be Strong probably got loads of followers, but now it seems like everyone hates Be Strong, and I can understand why, because it seems like this Gen Cup that we got really excited about.
Yeah, well, Maris has clarified that he's not part of that.
Realistically, did I ever think that was going to happen? I don't know. But I've seen it. I've seen a lot of things promised in BMX over the 30 odd years that I've been involved in it. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. Yeah, I'd like to know what was promised to these people and then what they didn't get delivered in order for them to walk away. Because it was like almost Ross left, and then it was like the ripple effect started, wasn't it? Well, UK left completely, and I can understand why. Probably with the Be Wrong and the negativity around that. So people just wanted out, and then it just seemed to ripple across the ocean, and everyone else jumped shit. Is it even a team going forward?
Well, there's still a thing according to the Instagram, and they're still running the academies, and there's dates in the diary as to when those coaching days are going to happen internationally.
Are people booking onto that? That's what I'd like to know. Like, I'd like to know the deal with. Is it Ellie Featherstone's running it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to know the deal with that. Is she funding it herself and she's going to get reimbursed, or is it kind of is Be Strong putting up the money beforehand? Is she going to get burnt? We don't know. Like, there's all these unanswered questions, let's say, and until someone comes out and actually says it, I'll take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I think all the interesting bit in terms of the community is it's obviously been a big implosion. That's put a few more people onto the market. For those people that have got back onto the market, where have they all landed? Has it been a question of kind of Joris type smaller deals, or do we know where everyone's ended up?
Looks like Mayu's just going with the codes that he had. So it looks like he's riding Alpine Star kit. He's on 4th, which is, I believe is like an Australian brand fist. I think he's got other ones like IRC tires, but I'm not sure these are. And I think they're like historical, relationships he's had for a while. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head where everyone else is.
No. Do you know what I did find weird though? Is when everyone left Be Strong, everyone said like the same kind of thing. Like, I'm no longer associated with Be Strong. It wasn't like I'm leaving them because of this, this, and this. So I don't know why. Do you know what I mean?
It's not just because it's just a small sport and it's just trying to be as respectful as possible.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm just like, well,
which makes me think they haven't been fucked over as much as what everyone thinks potentially.
The way I view it, I mean, I try and make it as succinct as possible, is that evidently there's been a vision that everyone wanted to believe in, because you don't sign the top talent, experienced talent, without a vision that sounds plausible. So it looks as if this plan will work, and they've been presented with a slide deck that X, Y, and Z pulls off could change BMX. And I don't think there's any doubt there that the ambition has been there.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
and obviously it's the actual actionables, it's the actions that have fallen through, and again, there's been lots of Instagram posts from Be Strong explaining about how investors are pulled and how much he's personally in the hole for the team, and that
that's a lot of money.
He's tried to go.
He's claiming his pocket.
Yeah, maybe tried to make it look like it's floating still when in reality it was sinking due to lack of funds or lack of investment, and maybe he had an angel investor lined up, and then that didn't come to fruition. And there is a certain degree that you do have to. Obviously, he's gone out on a limb. He's gone big. He's gone big, and he's gone with a vision and gone with a really, really lofty aim. Few things have been pulled out, and I think maybe
it's not cheap to run a race. I mean, because obviously, like me running BMX Hype, and we've always kept the team to 6 or 7. I don't even fucking think about it, kids. 6 or 7 like riders, and it's. And the reason for that is because I can't afford. Like we get a couple of companies in that are happy to put 500 quid in, and we'll give them a logo, and that $2,000 goes like quick, because all of our riders get 2 sets of kits and don't give them a bike or out like that. And whereas these guys were promising, like the bike deal was on the shelf, wasn't there? It was at Marshall. Marshall were involved, and then they were out like literally within 2 weeks. I guess they're getting. It sounds like what the looks of it was like they were getting travel, hotels. They were being promised all this kind of stuff.
Well, the travel's an unreal amount of money. Like, and that's undoubtedly. If you just think of the people and where they went last season and the Australia trips, the huge checks have been written, and someone has written those checks, and someone is in the hole for that money. Because whilst we love the sport and don't want to be the naysayers, like we can't find the pathway to payback in BMX as it exists right now, not at that scale. And that's why we talk about sugar daddies, because it requires someone to really just want to spend the money for ego's sake as much as anything to make it work.
Yeah,
and some of our best times come from that.
Passion project. Yeah. There's no board on a small medium-sized business that would sign off a project of that size of team over a World Cup, World Champ season, salaries. I've got a rough idea what a top BMXer would be paid, and for the size of team, you're going to be talking a couple of £100,000 a year, probably 250k, $250,000 team. But to run a global team of that size
with them big names,
I would argue that minimum. That's before you even go into so much equipment and space and events and everything. I'd imagine you can run into
several hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, that kind of team in that kind of setup, it needed someone who was comfortable in life and just had like 3 million sat there that they just wanted to get rid of, basically. And that's the only way that's ever going to work, knowing that you're not going to get any of it back. Because we've said it many times. You can't make you can make money in BMX, but you're not going to be recouping a lot back from those kind of things.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you Sky Sports or something like that. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you've got it on that.
Well, let's
I
put a
just think it
shout
was a
out.
bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's put a shout out. So anyone that knows the trade, has run a team, understands the payback back into the industry, even if it's on the mountain bike side of things, to help us understand comparing BMX with other cycling disciplines, we'd love to have a chat with you. We'd love to have a chat. Just to understand the numbers, because I think we don't really, sat on the outside, we don't really know exactly what you'd expect to be spent on an international team of modest ambition, and we don't really understand how you manage your business case and the payback as well. So we'd love to have that conversation if anybody wants to come on.
Yeah, it has to be a sunken hole. I know from road cycling is that when you run a UCI continental team, there's a reason why there's UAE, Emirates are the top of the game in road cycling, because they put in 30 to 50 million pounds. Yeah, they put in 30 to 50 million pound into a year because they have to. The staff basis for that. It is only a sinking hole. They don't see the benefit from that. But
well, it was a sad time, but it was an entertaining time, I'll say, because it kept me warm through winter. That's for sure. Because it was just going off left, right, and centre. But again, I think lessons need to be learned from a lot of sides, from both, obviously, people trying to run teams. Can you hear me?
No, I can, but just speak up. I'll whisper
yeah,
in the
people
ear.
from both sides is like, people who are running teams need to learn that you can't promise the world, but also how bloody expensive it is. So be realistic. And then can BMXers see a contract and sign things or something like that?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Don't be the best in the world and not have a contract.
Yeah. Agree your deliverables, deliver against them. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson.
He might come and see me. He might come and have a chat with me at a national or something. I don't know. Is he still staying around BMX or is he gone?
I don't know.
He's trying to do a UK team, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Still going on. All right. So we've talked about the World Championships. How many people the countries can take. We've talked about Oceania Champs. We talked about some transfer window stuff. What else do we know in terms of how people are readying themselves for this season?
It's sprints. You see that?
I think I saw that, yeah.
Singular session.
Jesus.
How did they go down?
That was uphill.
Are you racing two bikes?
I've got a cruiser. I have bought a cruiser. I might just do like 2 rounds of just to qualify for the Brits or something. But yeah, our season starts.
Have you ridden the bike yet?
Who?
The cruiser?
No. I'll ride it on the first race.
I'll rent it.
You know what I like. You know me on a cruiser.
When's the last time you were on a cruiser?
When was the last? What was the last Euros?
Not Verona.
No, Verona was one of the first ones. That was my stag do. Do people know I went to Verona to race the Euro Champs on my stag do on a cruiser?
That's probably a good stag do.
Was it 2019's Older Worlds?
Probably. Oh yeah, I did do the Worlds. Yeah, it was older. Yeah, it was older 2019.
And the reason I ask is because every time you get on a cruiser, it whacks your ass. So, and because it's been a while, it's going to whack your ass.
One of them on your ass. Yeah.
You have to get one of them American fenders. You seen that?
No,
Big scoop on the back.
No, I'll be right. I'll just face plant. Straight in. No, I'll be right. We'll get that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Season starts on Sunday. One of the kids is gonna race as well. But we're good to go. I actually feel a little bit more prepped than what I have done. I've probably rode more.
When's the first national?
2 weeks.
Manchester Indoor.
Manchester Indoor, yeah.
That's decent.
Weekend after Easter.
Is it going to be a big one?
What do you mean?
Attendance.
I'd imagine so.
Riders.
Depends if people can afford it. Honestly,
Yeah, that's a good point.
BMX is well expensive now. British Cycling's website's crap, by the way. I'll put that in there.
It's around.
There's a lot of.
Have you
I've spent
fell
a
out
lot
with
of
them
moves
yet
this year.
about booking gazebos and booking things?
Oh, don't get me started on the
You've
gazebo.
registered the team now.
Registered the team.
Actually.
We're officially registered on
Oh,
British
that's
Cycling.
important.
I put out a few people are a bit miserable in the comments in the commissionaires meeting. Oh no, don't you worry. I found out these things. They were moaning about how it's a bit distasteful how I put it on that we're finally registered after 14 years.
But you weren't doing anything wrong.
Yeah,
It's just the fact that commentators would say what your team name was,
Yeah, it's
so
not
you,
my
managed,
fault.
you managed to get away with it.
But yeah, now we're officially registered. So we're going to get points, and we're not about points. But anyway, that was expensive.
How much
And
is that?
70 odd quid, I think.
For what?
Exactly.
Put your name on a sheet?
No, just so I can get a gazebo spot because they're stopping people.
Oh,
that
so you
have-
pay 170, then you have to pay for your gazebo every round.
Yeah.
How much is that?
60 quid. But this year, they're stopping people booking gazebos if you're not a registered team.
So
Well,
you
they
had
did.
to do
They
it.
said they were doing that last year.
Tax for tax.
So I had to do it, yeah. But like membership, it's expensive. So going back to your original question, I don't know how many people are going to turn up because obviously everything's getting more expensive these days with petrol, bike prices, and
I think people find a way.
I just don't understand.
You still think people can't afford to go on holiday, and then everyone's always on a plane. So I think people will find a way.
Yeah, just 60 quid for a regional though, like entry fees for me and 2 other kids.
Yeah, that soon mounts up. That soon mounts up.
Whack, innit?
But whatever your family does, you think, oh, BMX is ridiculous, it's getting expensive. If your kid does dance, like there's a load of dollars involved.
Yeah.
If they just do daft
right,
toddler
yeah.
sports, there's a load of money involved. If they're doing swimming lessons, it's
Yeah,
It's
I mean, Milo plays golf every Saturday. He's doing golf, and it's like that's 40 quid a month. Swimming, 40 quid each a month.
We have to try and be positive about the sport, don't we?
You got keep your kids active. But guess
Wait till your kids
second job.
we have to be seen to be back in the sport, don't we? So I guess, if your kid was doing motocross, then you'd know about it.
You take the rough with the smooth. Like BMX is the best sport in the world because obviously you're going to travel all over the UK or even the world. Kids are going to develop a lot faster. You can tell a BMX kid to like a football kid because they've travelled.
They've travelled.
There's a bit more
people.
freedom in BMX because the parents don't care, do they? They just go, see you later, I'll see you Sunday. And you develop.
It's a community, yeah.
Yeah, you learn what's a risk and what's not a risk, and you develop as a kid. Yeah, I'm not knocking BMX, to be fair. I loved it. I tried to retire and I came back, didn't I?
How many times have you retired? You've tried a few times.
No, only once.
Only once. I thought
I
you were
cried.
done.
I cried and everything. And he's back.
And he's back. It is the best sport
his
in the
brother were
world.
crying last race, and he turned up again.
Well, that's it. He's
Well,
in
not
forever
crying
now.
next time.
Now the kids are doing it. That's it. But that's it. It's
Yeah,
best
so,
sport in the world. Best sport. Best sport.
Oh, 100%. And then the only point that I was going to make was, so National start in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
World Cup season's a bit of a weird one. Just to June. It doesn't start until we get to Sarrian, and then it's like Sarrian, Papendal, China, Sarasota, which is later on in the year.
Yeah.
Olympic points this year.
Yes. Yeah. So we love that.
Olympic points.
Love the juicy end of the...
That's where we get people travelling to Indonesia to rock up a race because there's UCI points on.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to represent the nation that they've got some sort of heritage in, find it out now. Start training.
Is Dean Reeves Morocco all over again, isn't it?
That's it.
Come on,
Yeah. Dean made it work. So, yeah, find out the heritage. Go to that country. Get in the embassy and say, I'm a BMX and I want to represent you.
And they'll be down for that. Yeah. And there's any company wants any country wants Olympic representation. So so we got that. We haven't got a venue in China yet, have we? We don't know.
Don't believe so. I was listening to a pod and I don't think it exists yet. I think that they're doing a standalone venue. But I'd heard, and I can't remember where this came from now, that China is booming for BMX. So they want pump tracks everywhere. Obviously, it's 1.5 billion people that can support it.
Yeah.
And there is going to be facilities. So I welcome it.
Clark and Kent moving out to China then.
Yeah, get a
Can you imagine?
Chinese division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, given how much you two love this, I looked at the UCI Pump Track World Championship qualifying schedule for this year. And there is one in China in August. So China's got a round, America's got a round. What's the next one coming up?
South Africa usually has one, doesn't
it? Yeah, it will have. Basically,
Scotland, I think,
it started last year in October, Australia, and then in February it went New Zealand, and then we've got Austria, Nicaragua, Spain, China, two in USA.
Nicaragua.
June is UK in Sheffield. Then we're in Germany. South Africa comes back end of June. Belgium, France, Sweden, another USA.
China, get a ticket.
On the cruiser.
Yeah, you'll buzz your ass on that.
Yeah, get yourself to Sheffield. People do it on jump bikes.
They're giving a ticket away to the winner. That's what they do, don't they? It's an invitational.
Get in.
One of your sort of what are the lads that race four cross? They're one of them lads or what?
Yeah.
They'll be the best in the UK, you reckon?
Yeah. I think if you get in it, or I don't know, maybe one of the BMX lads fences it.
Yeah.
It's only Sheffield, so
George Hunt usually goes from.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
someone like George. As far as I know, I think that you get an expense paid ticket, don't you?
Yeah, I
when
think
you
it is.
qualify.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see the balance book behind that event
Yeah.
because that can only be a sinking hole, but it is getting traction. So do you just have to write it off for 10 years and see what happens?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
It's a good
Do
one.
you know
isn't
what? I think you're right here. 10 years is probably a good time frame because it seems like all councils want at the minute is pump tracks.
Yeah.
So who knows where that's going to be in 10 years because it's almost like your 3G football pitches that are everywhere. It seems like pump tracks are coming up everywhere.
I think
BMX
that's wicked.
race tracks are not. So yeah, kids might be riding them all the time.
I think that's wicked because then it forces brands to make a BMX that can be rode on a pump track. Then, it pushes more bikes out there. It pushes more people out there. 100% back pump track.
Yeah.
It's a jersey that I've still got a little
We
bit
just
of
don't
nerve.
get dressed like a knob.
What you mean shorts, don't you?
Yeah.
It's just a UCI medal jersey event. But then again, dancing on a bike is a rainbow jersey event.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just too old and old school about it.
Can you get a rainbow in bicycle speedway?
I don't know. But you can certainly get one in like dance or football.
Bike football. And
And then
bike
there's so many mountain bike events that have been added, like marathon, cross country, short track, e-mountain bike, enduro. Like, so they're just looking for extra medal events.
Thinking about the time trial.
Right? Make a straight rhythm, like Feel the Rhythm Festival, and I think that one's got legs.
I'm glad you just said that. That's not on the Brits weekend this year, people.
Are you going to go?
Annoyingly, I'm in Corfu.
Ugh.
Otherwise, I would have been going.
But yeah, we love what the Kimmins do with that. But if there was a straight rhythm, straight rhythm world championship, rhythm world champ, rhythm rainbows.
Well,
like Red Bull did straight rhythm on motocross, which is amazing.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Kimmins straight rhythm become a jersey. I mean, on that topic, I was talking to Sam Doppen again, big friend of the pod. He actually wants to come on. He does, shout out. He wants to come on. He's been looking forward to this episode. But I wouldn't mind picking his brains about the straight rhythm and why that's such a good place to go. So yeah, I think you should get over there if you can, because we sent over Will Good. I say we sent over there like I sent him. I paid for it. He paid for himself. He entered himself. I gave him a top to go and ride it.
Is that all you give him?
One of my old tops that I put Good over.
I would create a rock star or monster just to get you over there.
But he said it was sick. Last event he did.
Yeah, I guess this is where it's like going full circle to talking about Be Strong. Is that there's loads of events and visions in BMX that we look at and we love, and maybe there is some hidden gems out there that haven't been discovered yet, and that's where I can't kind of knock him and say that the vision is there. The vision is to grow and to make the sport more commercially available and try and get outside investors. And I think things like straight rhythm might have legs. You can't put that in an arena, so you can't run it on an open weekend in Manchester, for example, at the GMX. But is there something around that?
We've talked, if you want to make something BMX related big, it's got to be TV friendly. So it's got to be quick, sharp, and it's got to be able to be in a 2-hour window rather than a full day race that we've done. And it's probably why they end up doing the elites 2 days in like an hour and a half and then another hour and a half the next day just for TV, which doesn't sit right with me, but it is what it is. I don't know. Someone will figure it out and someone will make a lot of money. And if we had the investment to do it, we could maybe do something. But until then, we're going to be sat on a shit sofa doing a podcast,
cuddling up together,
So
trying to make the mics work.
Yeah. So BMX season has started.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if you've got a new bike for the season, send the pictures in. We haven't looked at bikes for a while. There's got to be a lot of new bikes getting built right now.
Because as we said, people have got money.
Yeah,
there's some money being dropped. I've seen some nice.
Have you seen the bike I'm riding this year?
No,
same one I've rode for the last 7 years. Yeah.
Am I giving it a service this weekend?
Yeah, I do need to do it.
Just make it
as well.
White, no decals.
Yeah, let's just knock the dirt off it from last year.
I put new pedals on.
Right, are they tight?
I've gone to the HTs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not cheap.
No, the 8th.
So I was doing well.
That's why I've only done them. On the topic of money, can I do a shameless play? He needs some cash for his marathon. Did you know he's doing the London Marathon in a couple of weeks' time?
I did.
He told me not to do this.
Is it only 2 weeks away?
Is it?
No, it's 4 weeks.
4
It
weeks
is 4
away.
weeks away. But I've got just the giving link. We'll put it on the
Put it on
the footnotes.
Put it on.
Just put a fiver in, guys. I'm not Lenny Henry. I'm not going to do like a dance rope for Red Nose. But he's doing well, right? And he's come to me and he says, "Oh, I've just got to nip out in the morning and do, what was it, 20 odd K?
30K.
Hey, he's got to go and run 30K. Nip out. I've got to nip out and do 30K.
I don't think it was nip out. I think it was like I might need a bath afterwards.
He's putting it in. So that's it's for a good cause. Obviously, he lost his mum near enough a year ago to the day. So let's help on that out.
Let's get some money in, definitely. So 30. So you run 30K tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you take some food with you.
I'm almost at the peak now. Yeah, exactly. I've got 2 long runs really, and then it sort of tapers a little bit. And the big day is 26th of April. But yeah, shout out to BMX. I don't like to make it about me.
You need to at some point. This is a big hit. My man Booter.
When are we meeting again, lads? Like, when should we put a bit of a schedule together? Because our style is to be like, misinformed, say things wrong, bad scheduling.
I like it. That should be.
Yeah, we'll probably should we try
see you when I see ya.
every 4 weeks or something like that. We should.
Yeah. Let's not overcommit.
Should we do it in London?
Sort of like 3 more times before the end. Of the year.
Well,
I'll do some clips and then we can put them in.
Yeah, we started about this time last year, I think, and we still managed to get 13 episodes in the calendar year.
Season 2's back. The people will be happy. The fans will be happy. Messages, rippers, ask us to ask dodgy things or talk about dodgy things. We're quite happy.
Yeah, let's have some messages.
Drop in some subjects that we can approach. There's still lots of nostalgia that we haven't gone over yet.
Yeah.
I think maybe they can be done in like the quieter weeks in between big races when we haven't got so much to catch up on like today. But yeah, we still got loads of stuff that we can go over because we're so old.
We've got tons. There's loads of stories I want to do. There's people I want to talk about. There's places. Hey, here's a really interesting one. Again, Michael Bias, what a sound guy he is. He said you talk about things I don't necessarily know. He says I'm not being a cheddar. Don't know it. But I was that interested. I went back and I watched some races from Cheddar, and he even found your video of Mim Lepenadu session in Cheddar as well. So he went back and educated himself on that from what he'd heard, which is great, like fully committed.
That's cool because I'm conscious that sometimes we're a bit niche.
We'll
just talk on our personal experience. We are, but because this is just like, it's just a bit of a play toy for us, isn't it? Really, we love it. But that's cool that like a current elite would go and do that because I don't know how old Michael is at the moment. Is he late 20s? Like,
I'm not sure.
And obviously he grew up in New Zealand. To go back and watch them like early 2000s videos, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Sick.
Should we wrap
That's
it up
good
there?
to hear. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, stop. See ya. Send any pictures, send any messages, send any questions.
Cheers,
send any
guys.
topics.
Season 2. Bye.
See you next, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, late to the gate and racing out of lane 8. Your men, Dex, Boota and Isid.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Bikes in the van, phone in hand, BMX track in the foreign land. Dex missed his flight, it's late. I don't know why we're late to the gate. And bikes, we ride all night. Euro trips and rider hype. From nationals to car park chats, we chase that dream in new era caps. Sugar daddies in the VIP. BMX moms still faster than me. Dex and Buddha is it too. Talking trash, we ride it true. Baggy jeans and studded belts. The body is chaos, nothing else. Clips or flats, deadlifts or squats. Still arguing like it means a lot. Crank it up to 99. UK tracks with your lines. We're always slow, we talk a lot. But for real, this is all we've got. Late to the day, y'all.